So, what does everyone think of the new law in Seattle on the minimum wage? Sounds, clapping, yay. That's about the bandwidth we have right now between person on stage and person in the audience. And that is exactly the problem that we're working to solve. So the founder of Y Combinator, who is a hero to us, I'll put the slide up at the end so my contact information is up there. Paul Graham exhorts startups to live in the future and build what's missing. And so I want to talk a little bit first while everyone goes in and you can begin interacting with the app, and I'll explain it as we go. What's missing in feedback? We have to make a fundamental compromise. And that compromise is between expressiveness and the number of people who can participate. And we just felt that. There's this tension here. If I want a lot of people to participate in a communication experience like we just had, well, then we need to constrain the choices, right? You can clap, you can say boo, you can say yay. And who here's been on an email chain greater than 20 people? Yeah. Anyone been on an email chain with greater than 20 people where someone asked an open-ended question? Laughter. Excellent. Excellent. We all have identified the problem. So what I'm going to show you as we move through the application this evening is a framework for communication that accommodates highly expressive but also highly scalable communication. And this problem recurs in politics for better town halls. It recurs in education for better large classroom experiences. It recurs in business with both internal employee communication and external communication. So let's take a look. Everyone's getting into the app now, and so we're actually going to watch it change live, and I am going to explain everything that's happening. When you come into the app, there will be an open-ended question, and you will have an opportunity to write comments in response to the question. Every comment that's submitted is being sent out to every other person in the room. And as those comments are sent out, every other person in the room has an opportunity to vote, to agree, to disagree, or to pass. And as everyone votes, we're doing machine learning on the participation by everyone in the room and producing a real-time visualization showing patterns of agreement and disagreement, consensus and discord. And so right now, I'm going to click on one of these groups, and I'm going to see that this group right over here, 75% of them agreed. During the campaign, I found out that 75% of the minimum wage workers are 20 or older. I think it's the right thing to do to bring higher incomes to this group of people. And so we have patterns of agreement here, and we can see that there are a lot of people in this group who have disagreed. And so we're producing groups. Open-ended question in, groups out. And that is the only thing that you need to do for the app to function. You just need to ask an open-ended question and send a link out to as many people as you have. And then watch everyone participate. So what does this get us? Well, currently, the statistics that we're using to produce sentiment groups are in general, time-consuming, labor-intensive, and highly specialized. The opportunity for a business to ask its customers how things are going programmatically, in other words, every time there's a release, to send something out to customers to ask them how it's going. Every time there's a policy change, to accommodate that. Every time, for instance, there's a Hacker News post, to see threads scroll down endlessly. This is a technology we're rolling out that we hope will challenge commenting. I'm going to take Q&A. Yeah, up there.
So I was in politics for a while, and I started ditching the partisan stuff, realizing that the number one thing we need is accountability.
Good question. That's a great question. So in reality, not all governments have the emails of every one of their constituents, right? Is that what you're referencing? Right. Sure. Sure. So one of the mayor's new initiatives is to talk to each of the neighborhoods, for instance, and it's about development. It's topical. So I think that would be a good opportunity. I think one of the ways in which this makes political communication more scalable is that not everybody has to show up. One of the reasons that we have town hall meetings where the people who show up at town hall meetings, the average age, I have talked to the city about this, is generally over 60, it's not a representative sample of the city. So if the government can ask an open-ended question and see patterns of agreement and disagreement in as little effort as asking a question, then that's why we think it will make it more scalable. Others? Someone over here? Yeah, go ahead. Business intelligence. So it'll be people talking to their customers. So that is already the highest level of interest we've got is from data scientists who are currently having to work with survey teams to then get raw survey data, do statistical analysis to produce groups, and then do other work with that. So we give you the groups just from an open-ended question, and that cuts out an enormous amount of time writing surveys. You don't have to write surveys, and you also don't have to do the statistics on the survey data. Yes. One more question. Yeah.
What's your throughput? We have an automated system for scanning blogs and getting links from that. I was wondering if your throughput is fast enough to take huge amounts of volume and then measure the correlation.
Are you assuming that we're doing natural language processing?
No, we can do that. We can do separate questions and stuff like that. I'm just curious about how fast and how much volume.
We've planned for city-scale conversations in many of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Pol.is.